So, I guess here's just a recap of my blogging career on Medium so far. Mm, so, after 50 stories, for technically 51, I guess I can just explain what I'm doing and how I feel about it, and my success and failures, and my future plans regarding blogging and Medium. So, I guess you could say my very first story is basically a normal, just a test one. Just snowing like earlier this year. Just some random story. Creating a Medium account and writing a post. Yeah, not really a big deal. Like I've read Medium and used it quite a few times from other people, just reading other people's stuff. It's really cool. Mostly do it on the web though, because it's through LinkedIn and other social networks. So yeah, so after COVID and everything happened, I decided to document like every day of it, and didn't work out that much, but yeah. So starting from day one, it was March 14th. It was like the very first day when like they announced everything was canceled. So a lot of people went home, but I did not go for another week. So while I was still back at school, I was decided to document the whole process of like when COVID was starting legit and everything. And yeah, just pretty much ran almost every day. Documented like what I ate, assignments, and there was talking about my job search, I guess. So I was still doing that. Yeah, just nice food and yeah, not much. Mostly the photos are screenshots of the Strava. And yeah, so destruction. And yeah, some of them are like when March 21st, I think was a Friday or something, or Thursday, and I was writing this on a Saturday. So yeah, I moved back home on Saturday, but I wrote it on Sunday. So yeah, not really. So I slacked off a lot. I planned initially to write it on the night of, but it was just way too difficult, I guess. Slacked off a lot. Yeah, moving back home, home stuff. Credit received, that was a good day. Where basically you could take credit for marks instead of actual numeric stuff for the winter term. Yeah, I didn't really write about too much, to be honest. Just basically food, some strides at the end of the run, Lara bar, very nice stuff. A Coursera nutrition course. Um, yeah, taco burrito lunch. Yeah, pre-made. Uh, yeah, watch YouTube and ate oranges, blueberries. Yeah, lots of overnight oats, especially throughout, I guess, from March to May. Yeah, and mostly exercising. April 3rd, April 4th, April 5th, April 6th. Yeah, not much. April 7th, yeah, I wrote like day 24, day 25, and here's there day 20 something. Just dropped this week and didn't really do anything. It was like 20 something days until July 9th when I finally decided to write another story. Just basically saying, just a recap of the last few months ever since school started and the end of stuff. And yeah, I ran a lot during that time and new cubes. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. And I started writing about my story, my midlife story, kind of. Basically, ever since my first smartphone with a camera, I started taking pictures of stuff. Not sure how, pretty sporadically sometimes, and haven't really taken too much lately, but basically highlighted everything that's like significant. Basically, every single photo on my camera roll that I did not delete, that I synced onto Google Drive, and whichever ones have private stuff or kind of revealing stuff I didn't really put, but I just wrote about it. Pretty cool. And of course, August 8th, when my debut studio album got released to Spotify. I wrote about pretty much just highlighting it. And I think in the future, for big events like releases or big content releases, I will probably write a post instead of in the past where I wouldn't really care. And yeah, I continued. It's taking a while because getting kind of lazy. It's a lot of photos to go through and just recollecting thoughts about it. So yeah, so part 4, a lot of photos of vacation. Very cool. It's pretty much my midlife story. I'm not done yet. I'm around halfway through. Like, I'm onto my second phone. Not sure if I'll do my iPhone because I didn't really sync that to Google Photos, but yeah, that's what you'd expect in the future. And since I'm on the free medium, I only get 3 posts a day, so I sometimes write a few in advance if I decide to slack off. And yeah, all these posts are pretty cool. Medium is very simple to work, although not super customizable. Looks pretty clean and works well. And I guess time to look at my stats. So yeah, not really huge success. I think for these last 2 days I was just doing some testing on viewing my blog incognito, so that's why it's 1 view on these days. 0% read ratio as expected. And yeah, mostly the midlife story stuff is around like 5 to 10 minutes, like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Yeah, 8 minutes. Wrote about my struggles as a content creator recently, actually, when I was slacking off on the midlife story, so I decided to. I noticed some different things during my content creation that I wanted to highlight, so that's what I wrote about. And yeah, overall, just 5 to 10 minute reads for the midlife story. Unfortunately, zeros all over the board, except I got 2 views on a few of these, not sure why. Pretty random, and could be incognito, not sure. But yeah, so far not really having huge success in the Medium blogs, just zeros all over the place. But I'm still aiming, still creating content, and hopefully in the future I'll do better. So I guess that's it for the recap of my first Medium blogging career so far. I made over 50 posts, pretty cool content. I'll be keeping up creating content, but yeah, it's nice. Hope you can read my stuff on Zoe Wangus, and yeah,